Well, hello there. I think we should once again be live. Now, today I figured that I would play a game by the name of Bus World. And honestly, this game is just straight up bussin'. Okay, that's perhaps kind of cursed, but it is an interesting sort of simulation game. Which in contrast to some of the other similar games out there has like natural disasters, and it has Chernobyl as one of the kind of areas where stuff happens in the game, and it's rather interesting. So I think that today I might blast some music that is perhaps a little bit copyrighted. I guess we'll just have to see because it's some like folk music. I will mute the music in the game, and then I think we can kind of jump into it. So, this game is available on Steam right now, and it's actually on a Steam sale. It is like, I think 40% off. Now, the problematic bits are that it's going to probably melt your computer. The less problematic bits is that it has stuff that's set in Chernobyl, and also southern China, where you deal with some of the, I guess, more nature-related disasters and stuff. But I do think that we're gonna jump into the very first mission, which is the evacuation of Pripyat, and we're gonna see what it's like. Now, I'm not sure whether I will play just one or the other set of maps, but I do think that I will replay some of these missions. So, without further ado, I think let's just jump into it, and hope that the stream doesn't crash or anything. This does feel like a Unity game, or something like that, and the music is perhaps a little bit loud. Give me a second. There we go. Now, it is made in Unity. It does look pretty nice, however, I do have to turn the graphics down somewhat, because otherwise it just loves to eat my GPU. We have like 50 frames per second right now. Now we have a bus, as you'd expect. Actually, there's a few here, but we're just gonna control the one. And so we're gonna start the engine. The controls are reasonably basic, you know. But the buses really feel like they are heavy, in a sense. And perhaps the game is also a bit loud. It's always hard to find the balance, you know. Let's just go with this. This is good enough, right? And yes, the graphics are kind of turned down, just so it would perform decently. Now there's like a fancy map and everything, but for now we're just kind of following the directions. We are in the city of Pripyat, which was actually historically evacuated due to the nuclear reactor disaster. The entire city of Pripyat was evacuated thanks to like, I don't know, like 1,000 buses and a bunch of trucks. Which is interesting because typically such things are kind of unimaginable. But history shows that, you know, it kind of had to be done. And so this kind of mission just serves as a tutorial and an introduction to the game. And of course we have the, I guess, Soviet lady in the background shouting information for all of the citizens. Honestly, I can't even quite imagine what it would be like to one day wake up and be told that, oh hey, you know, you have to leave the city. It's not safe here. Oh no, and there's cheerful music. Is that Polish? Now, another thing that's interesting about the game is that you can interact with some of the stuff, like in the bus or whatever. Curiously, I don't have like the mirrors turned on, so I can't really see what's going on behind me. And there's also like lights in the bus, and sometimes you get like special vehicles for some of the missions. But yes, I guess the people in the background are telling us about kind of the whole nuclear disaster and everything, which is odd because as far as I know, initially they kind of tried to hide it. Because they perhaps didn't really realize just how bad it was. Yeah, and as I say that, we get like radiation. But then again, we're a bus, we're just gonna go through everything quickly. I think one of the streaming services actually had like a series called Chernobyl, which by all accounts was well shot, but perhaps not super historically accurate. But I haven't really watched it myself, so I might have to do that. I do have to say that this is perhaps the first and only game so far, which is like a bus simulator, but that has radiation as a statistic that you kind of have to keep track of, right? Also, it has very, very tiny roads. So if you don't drive carefully, you're just gonna straight up heck and die. Okay, this isn't very good. Maybe you should close the window. But yeah, we're basically going to Kiev. So, Ukraine, yes. If I don't just randomly crash, because that is something that's actually easy to do in the game. If you don't, like, pay a lot of attention. Now, the radiation, I hope, goes down with time, even though that's, you know, not quite how things work. But hey, you know, video game logic. Oh, there's someone that's pulled over. That can't be good. Now, technically you could also play in like a third-person perspective, but to me it honestly feels easier to just kind of control it in the first. But yeah, the camera kind of pans out, and a set piece of the game is revealed, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, which kind of blew up. That is quite the setting for a video game, admittedly. But that is not all that the game has. It also has you dealing with like tsunamis and other natural disasters in the southern China maps. And there's like a system of unlockables. I am not quite sure how this works. Like, we get apparently brake pad replacement. There's also a free mode, which might just be kind of hauling people around the map. But apart from that, let's just do one of these southern China maps, like the first one, which is escaping from a tsunami. Which is kind of scary to think about, knowing that in those areas such natural disasters could actually happen. Like, what the heck? Oh yeah, and in the free mode you have to check your fuel level. Huh. Interesting. Maybe there's like some bus customization or something. Either way, even here we get a little like intro video about what's going on, and then we just get thrown into a bus and we have to get going. Now, the game is actually smooth locally, but on stream, it is slightly lagging. That might be because it's kind of GPU intensive, right? If games like War Thunder and similar ones can render a bunch of trees, this one slightly struggles. But hopefully it's not like too bad, right? Once you actually get to like playing it, it should be a little bit better, I hope. But yes, apparently like I actually didn't read the full mission brief, but either there's like a meteor or something, or something happened. Maybe like a volcano eruption or something. I don't know. But yeah, people are on their phones and are freaking out about the natural disaster, whatever it is. And the fact of the matter is that okay, yeah, there's an earthquake. That can also cause a tsunami. There's some crashed cars and everything. And we're gonna try to have to find some higher ground and kind of get there, right? Because being on the coast when something like this is going on, probably not the best of ideas. What's up with the clouds, though? That's a bit odd. So what, there's like a boat and oh, right, waves, okay. So that's what the cutscene is trying to show us. Yeah, that boat is not gonna have a good day. Ouch. I hope it's insured. Oh, also, hey Mizov, we are playing a game by the name of Bus World. And basically we have to escape a tsunami. Well, not this wave, I think. That one was stopped, but there are gonna be like multiple ones. And so we have to get all of the people to safety as quickly as possible. Now we get a different bus than the previous mission, which actually handles better and, you know, is gonna be a better choice, but nonetheless, we should hurry. Everyone's in, we're good. The waves are getting closer. Yes, if we don't drive quickly enough, we are actually gonna get kind of washed away, which is not good. And no, I am not leaving the people, Mizov. Why do you think I have a bus? I'd just be running away if I had like a regular car or whatever. Maybe grab whoever I can, right? But of course, people are still being slow about getting in the bus. But yeah, we get money and points for evacuating people. And we lose points if we hit like other cars and stuff, like there's been a traffic accident or whatever. So it's in our best interest to kind of drive safely, or at least as much so as we can. Oh yeah, and I have some, I guess Slavic music, like folk music going on, because there are many oh wait, that's a huge wave, oh no. Okay, let's just hope that that one doesn't go over the barrier, because that's a big wave. But yeah, I have like some Slavic songs going on, because some of the missions are set in Chernobyl. And we're gonna go back to those in a second, but I thought that it would be nice to listen to some of those. Now, I am worried about the copyrights and the VOD might get muted, which is most unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Also, I will very briefly pause this and go over to my GPU settings and kind of increase the power available to it, just so the frame rate would hopefully be a bit better. I do hope that it won't melt my UPS or PSU, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And yeah, you can actually kind of spin out and drift with the bus if you go off the road. It is a little bit finicky to control, and oh no, there's a huge wave. Ow. Okay, yes, the waves are coming in, and we probably don't want to be under them for too long. The game still feels a bit laggy, at least on stream. I wonder if I can change the frame rate limit? Field of view, brightness. I don't actually think I can. I can turn on VSync and stuff, but I can't limit the frame rate, which means that even if the game works okay locally, the stream might be a bit laggy. Disembark those people. They are heavy. No, that's not what we're supposed to do, Mizov. Come on. We gotta do our best here, you know? But I think we are mostly safe at this point. Like if we've gotten this far, right? And there's like a waterfall, and this map is reasonably big, but has lots of winding roads. So if you're not careful, you can just kind of straight up drive off them. I am very slightly worried about streaming this game though. Because it's not like I can easily prioritize OBS and the frame rate there, right? I kind of wish that more games would let you set the FPS target yourself or like cap the FPS easily. Just so your computer would have like enough juice to both stream them and play them. So like currently I stream at 30 FPS, which isn't ideal but is kind of passable. But if the game struggles to run at like 60 locally, which is my like display refresh rate, that means that the stream could also lag. And so yeah, having a beefy computer is just goals, but sadly is not what I can do right now. Because graphics cards are a little bit expensive. Perhaps not as bad as in the last 2 years, but they're still not doing too well price-wise. But hey, I think we kind of escaped the tsunami in the game, so that's nice. Honestly, I kind of love this tiny bus. It just controls well, and it kind of gets the job done. Every other bus feels a little bit kind of difficult in comparison. Also, I'm not sure why I'm allowed to drive in southern China if I literally can't read any of the signs. I'm not sure how someone like me would have gotten their license here. Pain. But then again, to me it feels like in some of the more, shall we say, rural areas, the road traffic rules are a little bit more chill sometimes. And yeah, we let everyone off and we kind of kept them safe. Nice. Next sale. Honestly, right now, I think it's like 40% off. So if you want to get the game, right now is probably a pretty good moment. I will actually, I think, drop you the link. Maybe I still have it in my clipboard. Yes. I think it's a good time to buy it. If you, of course, have the money. But yeah, southern China is kind of laggy. Let's try the next mission in Chernobyl before kind of everything exploded and stuff, and see whether it lags a bit less. Yeah, you know, I was actually thinking about getting this game myself a little bit earlier. But at the same time I realized that, hey, you know, it kind of costs a bit of money and I like more affordable games, so I just waited for the sale. And honestly, I have to say that it runs decently. Maybe my computer just struggles to stream it and stuff. Also, we can mess around with the lights. Now there are also very chill and relaxed missions where you just kind of drive people around, which is nice, you know, it's a bit of variety. If you're not all about like nuclear disasters and tsunamis, you can also have this. Of course, I'm still going to break basically every road traffic rule there is. Pripyat. Yes, yes, this is kind of the city. And there are many missions which are kind of centered around the disaster there. And I have to say that it tries to be slightly educational, but at the same time, one of those kind of simulator games. And on those counts, it succeeds. It's a reasonably nice game that still has a bit of historic background. Now, of course, road traffic rules, yeah, what are those? I have no idea. Now, my problem, perhaps, with the game is that these buses don't really go as quickly as I'd like, right? If I paid for the whole speedometer, I want to use the whole speedometer. But I quite literally cannot. The game won't let me do a lot of speeding. Or what do I know? Maybe it's just like a bad Soviet bus that's like really slow. Okay, let's just... Okay, this is fine, right? No one's gonna mind us parking like this. Just in the middle of an intersection because I'm a bus. Okay, we are fine, I think. That is a city bus. Yes, yes. I'm not sure how they handle like brand copyrights and stuff. I think there are ones that are just called like KM Dragon, but that's in the China maps. Whether they actually do the whole branding thing for this bus, I am not quite sure. But, oh wait, I just ran a red light. You saw nothing. Let's actually go to the stop and kind of try to check. Because you have the whole free camera thingy, and so you can zoom in. Oh, there is something. Can't read the letters though. OSB? Or something like that. Why are these people not getting in? Hello? Would you like to get in, please? No, they're just vibing. They're just standing there. Okay, you know what? Never mind. We are going. Wait, why did I lose more money? Huh? I could have sworn I had more when I looked at this previously. You get kind of taken off some points if you either drive badly or collide with other cars and stuff. You don't always see what's wrong. The game even complains if you leave the bus stop, I guess, too quickly. Which I can understand, but that's a bit weird. Well, maybe less so for people actually waiting for the bus, you know? But yeah, look, we have a UAZ, I believe. One of those old-timey things, and we have a bunch of trucks, which look oddly military. I think I saw one of those in Mud Runner previously. It's actually very interesting that you see so many period-accurate vehicles that are nicely modeled. Almost makes me wish they'd add like, I don't know, a delivery driver mode instead of just buses. Hey guys, yes, yes. But look, they're all very, very finely modeled. I need like a taxi driver mod for this game. Or a policeman mod. That would all be kind of interesting to behold. Because the actual vehicles that you drive, the buses, they feel nice. I fail to see why we couldn't have like a similar level of detail for just like cars and trucks and stuff, right? Yeah, well, one of the cars that were driving towards us, they had the taxi symbol on top. Surely they did have taxis back then, right? See, there was another one. I don't know, the roads are very, very narrow, though, so that's a little bit worrying at times. Yeah, that's another taxi. Maybe there's like an airport, and they are driving around foreign people. Or maybe just those without cars and who need to go somewhere where public transportation doesn't go as much, right? One could imagine a bunch of different scenarios. Oh, and there's like a car that's broken down. Well, that just adds a bit more character. Oh, and the people don't like when I bump into things when I drive. Of course. No trains in sight, we are good. We're gonna need to go to like a more rural area, I believe, though. I kind of catch myself comparing this game to my summer car. Just because of how the, I guess, driving feels. And how big the maps are. And a bunch of cows. Because of course they choose to sleep on the road, why wouldn't they? It just has similar vibes, although personally my summer car feels far more unforgiving, right? You have all of those car parts and they can break and so on. Although I've only briefly played it myself at like a friend's place and have watched some YouTube videos of the game. Haven't actually bought it because once again, haven't seen it on sale in a bit. Might have to do that later. Yeah, look at that, we have like a little village and everything going on here. There's something very nice about games that try to just simulate various villages and the kind of rural life, you know. I really like that. Now the interior camera, like this one's weird. We should kind of move it somewhere, like this, right? Which is interesting because you can just freely fly around with that camera if you want. Oh wait, we have to go back. Wait, what did I get dinged for? Early departure from bus stop. Oh no. Evil. So where's the boom? This mission is actually set before the disaster. So in this particular one, it's just kind of safe. Driving around and just vibing, you know. Whereas in others you actually see the disaster up close, which I do think we're gonna do in the stream. I'm still a bit worried about the missions in China. I'm also going to do those because they're nice, but they might be a little bit laggy on stream. So once I make my YouTube channel, I will probably upload the less laggy videos there. Although I'm not sure whether too many people would be interested in watching like an uncut 2 or 3 hour video or whatever. And yeah, look at those Dutches, like the summer houses. I know, having something like that would be really nice. Okay, so the cows are just vibing there. Never mind. But yeah, honestly, personally, I just want kind of a tiny, comfy house that would still be near the city. So currently, for example, I live in a somewhat rural area, so if I need to go to the city, that's this whole 2 hour ordeal. Whereas if I had a comfy house in a place like this, I just go here and wait at the bus stop and it would suddenly be very easy and nice. While still having, you know, a bunch of nature and comfy silence around me. And yeah, I've actually been considering making a YouTube channel for a while. Just to kind of upload my VODs to, so they don't expire. Now, I'm not sure whether anyone would actually like to watch kind of the old recordings and stuff, but at the same time, checking out indie games feels just like a good idea to me. Because there are some games out there that people don't pay too much attention to. So, you know, YouTube feels like a good idea. Imagine the bus running on schedule. I know, right? Then again, because I ignore every single road traffic rule, I am ahead of schedule, and I get dinged points for that. Imagine being a Soviet bus driver that does their darn best and they get punished for being on time, whereas everyone else is just straight up hours late. Just big brain. But yeah, honestly, we have that, like the clock on the lower right side, and we have the schedule, and we kind of have to stick to that. So for whatever reason, we are 3 minutes ahead of schedule. Though honestly, I feel like IRL buses are all over the place. I've had buses that are early, I've had buses that are late, and one time the bus driver just straight up forgot about my stuff and, well, stopped and drove past without picking me up. That's just the way things are. Also feels like this one is now full. You know, we could just wait for a little bit until we have to depart. So like 2 minutes of just vibing and looking at all of the cars passing by. Also, I don't really know whether the dials mean much. Oh wait, horn. Nice. What else can we do? Oh, there's like lights and other stuff. Oh wait, we have like wipers. Huh, neat. I feel like this game could be interesting in like VR. They probably might want to have something like that going on. Okay, so we are departing 1 minute early, and it doesn't mind, so that's good. If only they sold cars like that. Based on all of the accounts I've heard, cars like that might look all nostalgic and nice, but they break all the darn time. And also not very safe. Then again, I will agree that they absolutely look nice. They have this kind of blocky feel about them, that kind of almost classic one. Although you can kind of understand why the more modern cars, they are all rounded for aerodynamics and stuff. So, you know, that's just how it is. When a car looks like a real car. I mean, I guess I can understand that. Although some of those cars, they're basically just lunch boxes on wheels. Oh, but they are though. Then again, I kind of wish that even in the modern day, someone made like really affordable cars, as opposed to kind of buying one being this kind of huge deal, right? Because to me it feels like many people of my generation, we are basically gonna have to only buy used ones because of the economy and all that stuff, right? And most of the modern cars, well, they basically have a bunch of electronics in them and a lot of other stuff that's good for selling them, but also makes the price go up. Pain. Oh wait, are we actually bringing people to the power plant? Oh, this is kind of spooky. Just look at that thing. Well, this is still safe, so we are quite the while before anything bad goes down, so we should be good. On the other hand, this kind of feels like driving a bus in the Workers and Resources game. You know, the one where you built like Soviet cities and all that stuff, right? Which is nice. You know, there's this odd kind of feeling about this kind of brutalist architecture. Or, you know, whatever you might call it. Okay, so let's pull over. I'm gonna kind of miss it, but it's no big deal. So we just stop and let everyone out. Ready your hazmat suit. I mean, you joke about that, but there's actually a mission like that where we have to bring a bunch of hazmat workers to, you know, do their thing and measure like radiation levels later. Which honestly is a little bit tragic, thinking about people who were just going on about their business and then something like that happened. But if nothing else, experiencing kind of the disaster in the game, it has some interesting vibes about it, you know? Plus I always appreciate people trying to... Oh wait, I just ran into a car. You saw nothing. That car didn't even stop after being hit by a bus, it just kept driving. It's like Mondays be like that. But yeah, I can always appreciate someone trying to create atmospheric games. Even though when sometimes they're kind of grim when compared to, like, you know, what happened in real life. Yeah, tomorrow is Monday, I have to go back to work and do a bunch of software development. Although, to be honest, I will have to probably work today a little bit as well. Just because of a lot of work that needs doing. I actually might be kind of quitting my current job soon. And then for a little while I'll have more time for streaming. Maybe not just the weekends, but the weekdays as well. And I could actually do some like game development on stream. I did that like a little bit before. I feel like doing more of that could be a good idea, you know? Wait, are we just driving around this kind of huge sort of factory block to let people out on the opposite side? Interesting. Do I have good savings? I know people try to be kind of private about their savings, But for the past years, I have always saved around half of my salary, just because I don't like get many nice things or super nice clothes or whatever. So I have enough savings to last me a few years without a job. But what I want to kind of personally do is just take a little break from the kind of everyday grind of work and just kind of invest some time in myself and my skills and my knowledge and all of that stuff. Also, hey, yeah, we finished this mission. Nice. Now there is like a rating system, so you get ranks and you get new unlocks. You will live in a dream. Well, not quite, because I actually plan on spending a lot of time learning and practicing and doing various little side projects. So it's still gonna be a lot of work, you know? Start my own business. I would like to do that at some point. Maybe do some more freelancing along the way or be a contractor. But it feels like that stuff also takes a lot of work and time and effort and a certain skill set. So if I do that, I might just need to be kind of prepared for a little bit of like failure and trouble along the way. Which, to be honest, is fair, you know? That's life. Okay, so now we are going to drive a bunch of workers to like a construction site. They're building a bridge. Well, yeah, it's my own time, and honestly, being able to pick which projects you work on when you work like as a contractor or just freelance, it's kind of freeing in a sense. I did a bit of like software development freelancing before my current job, and while there were some problems with many of the projects and freelancing as a whole, it was still nice that I got to explore like various different technologies and stuff, right? So yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. That's just life. And yes, this is kind of a tourist bus, but I guess our boss just kind of told us to, you know, drive a bunch of workers to where they need to go. Now I can also turn on the lights if I want. And the stream is really lagging, oh no. It feels like I might need to overclock my GPU for this game to work. It runs normally like when I play it, but it might need a bit more like optimization and stuff. I wonder if I can like change stuff here. Maybe decrease the texture quality. I mean, surely this won't melt anything, right? There's some filtering, there's view distance, brightness, gamma. Maybe decrease the grass? Yeah, I can't tell whether anything changed much. Well, maybe the frame rate's a little bit better. Yes, yes. No lag for you. Which is odd, because in OBS, I can see some dropped frames and stuff. Also, we probably shouldn't be like tailgating, which is just driving too close to the trucks in front in case they like break or whatever. But yeah, there's a bit of like sort of off-roading in these very, very rural bits. I think with the larger buses you can actually just get straight up stuck. There was also this one game called, I think, Truck Mechanic, Dangerous Roads or something like that. And I also wanted to check that one out, but I think it's an Unreal Engine, and while it looks really nice, it runs really, really bad. So I probably couldn't stream it, and I think only the demo is out for now, from what I can tell. And it seems like we can't drive up hills in this bus well. Oh wait, actually the stream on Twitch looks kind of decent. But maybe OBS just drops frames so it can send stuff to Twitch well enough and record stuff well enough. Because locally perhaps the preview isn't like super important, so that could be a part of it really. Now I do think there's also rock slides and other natural disasters. It really depends on the level. I think each one centers around a particular thing. I'm actually kind of surprised that we don't get more games set in China, because it has a lot of interesting environments and architecture and everything. Plus a whole bunch of different like car brands and truck brands and other stuff to explore. I do think there was one truck simulator that was a little bit like a Euro Truck, but set in China. However, I don't really think that those games are all that popular in like the West, right? Which feels like an unexplored market in a way. For example, like Japanese RPG games, like JRPGs, have almost like a cult following, right? And that is very, very cool. I actually think there was this one open world game that was a bit like GTA, that was set in Brazil or a similar country, and it was definitely interesting to see. Okay, so I think we did this well enough. Well, yeah, interesting. It's always nice to see different like cultures and countries and locales. Okay, nice. We got like this little star. We didn't crash into any cars. We did fine. Are they gonna build a dam? No, I think just a bridge. I'm not sure whether the map itself changes much with time, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Oh yes, and there is this one mission where your bus can overheat, but I really dislike it, so I'm just gonna skip over it. And yes, this is one of the kind of more interesting missions where not everything goes to plan. So I think we're gonna play that one instead. Okay, loading took a little while, and it's telling us that we are in the 26th of April 1986. So this might be a bit curious. So all we have to do is, I think, go and pick up a bunch of people, or at least that's what we're told is the case. Now, actually, let me check a thingy out on Twitch very quickly. Okay, seems like we're fine. Now, this is a night map. I'm not sure what the performance is going to be like. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay. I do think that we don't really have any, like, long-distance headlights on this bus, so, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. Okay, is this the road? Okay, yes, this feels like the road we need to follow. So yeah, in this mission we are going to see something up close. Which was rather odd the first time I played it. Maybe I should have just streamed the game when I played all of the missions the first time. But then again, I was just messing around with like the game and the performance and everything. That feels like police ahead of us. Or militia, I think it's called. Better keep our distance. Otherwise, we're gonna get pulled over. Okay, so we just need to do a turn here. And everyone's slowing down. Now we could actually mess around with the lights in the cabin as well. But you know, it doesn't really matter because we have nobody in here yet. It's fine. Try to overtake it. I mean, okay, if they pull me over, I'll just tell them that Mizov made me do it. It's so odd that this bus all of a sudden seems able to go a bit faster. Maybe it's a different model or something. Then again, it looks the same. Go figure. Nothing happened. Well, maybe the policemen were like, you know, our Soviet car is so bad that if we try to run after that bus, it's literally going to explode. And that's why we got off free from that situation. You never know with these things. Okay, so there's like some factories and stuff around the place. We just have to pick up some people. Although it's really, really horrible that we have to get up at like 1 a.m. I would quite literally never drive anywhere that early. I would be asleep at the wheel at 1 a.m. No joke. Oh, also, this actually reminds me of Derail Valley. There was a train game by that name. I might have streamed it, I might have not streamed it, but it was very, very interesting. You drove trains, but not like in the kind of chill simulation way. Instead, if you drove too fast, you could go off rails and basically fall off a cliff. I loved that game. Plus, they were kind of working on various like updates and other stuff, so it was very nice. Okay, so there's the power plant, and we're just going to pass it. Oh, something's wrong with the bus.
What? What's happening?
Hello? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's not good. This is very not good. Yeah, we need to go back. Okay, yeah, listen, we now need to go back and pick up some people and get them to safety. That's not good, and we are getting a radiation, so probably close the window as well. Yes. I love disaster games. I mean, not just disaster games, but ones where you can make mistakes and then deal with the consequences. Like in the train game, if you get derailed, you actually have to kind of get all the train cars that are derailed and re-rail them and connect them up and so on, right? It's just nice when games let you mess up. But yeah, we just witnessed the whole darn thing exploding, and now we're running to try and help some people out and get them away. Oh, the draw distance is a bit messy. But yeah, we can see everything kind of smoking off in the distance. And people are running to the bus stop. Imagine actually seeing something like that at like 1 a.m. It would be such a mess. But yeah, you know, at least they kind of reacted to everything and did their best. As much as they could. But yeah, we finished the route and yeah, a little bit more points. But I can't see my mouse cursor anymore. Okay, I guess we're playing without the mouse cursor now. Oh yeah, there's also a mission where you don't really use your gas that much and instead just coast, which is interesting. But I also want to see some of the new missions, so instead I will pick one that has like a night storm. Because there's a tornado that's going for the city, and we're gonna drive a bus during that. It is very interesting to see many of these games popping up in the recent years though. Like you get various like simulators, and I think most of these are made in the Unity game engine, which has not always the best reputation, but when it works, it works. Okay, so let's get going. We get like a little van this time. Do I have isotope blood? Wait, do I need to pick these people up? No, I don't think I do. But yeah, honestly, I really would not want to be near that sort of a disaster. But on the other hand, in general, like nuclear power is regarded as comparatively safe. At least, you know, the environmental impact and bad stuff happening to people due to fossil fuels. But of course, when things like Chernobyl can happen and have happened, you can kind of understand the human aspect of everything. Like why people would be cautious. Now, speaking of being cautious, I am not being cautious because I'm horrible at driving. That's just the way things are. It feels a bit odd driving here because the roads are still very narrow, except that this van is fast. Perhaps a bit too fast, you know? Oh, drove off-road, never mind. But yeah, in this one we kind of go to this village and we have to pick up people to, you know, evacuate. Wait, they're all on their phones and there's a tornado off in the distance. Wait, are you gonna get in? Hello? Wait, did I just lose points? Oh no, I got some for like the evacuation thingy. Never mind. Wait, why am I... Hey? Why am I stuck? Did the engine stall or something? Okay, yeah, it seems like the engine went out for a bit. But look at that, there's like a tornado and everything. And yes, if they posted it on TikTok, I bet they'd get a lot of views. Except that, you know, personally, I would really want to get out of this place as soon as possible. Imagine picking up passengers while something like that is going off like meters away. And people are still being very slow about getting on board. Okay, you know, more people. There's like sirens and everyone's just kind of slowly getting on board. Then again, I guess panicking wouldn't do much good either way, so, you know, there's that. And in this mission, we don't get, like, markers for each person, Instead, we're just told that, oh hey, you know, go to that village and help out. Oh wait, the tornado is actually moving around. That's not good. What if it actually like hits us and picks us up? Keep calm and carry on. Well, yes, but if we are too calm, we're quite literally gonna get carried away. Oh, that ain't good. Is it coming for us? I hope it's not. Also, there's a person just sitting in the front. Who does that? I don't think you usually sit in the front with taxis and stuff, but if we don't have that much space, I guess it's understandable, you know? Yeah, we are pretty full right now. We have to help out as many people as we can. Okay, yes, everyone is in, some people are standing, we just now have to run away. Honestly, I'm kind of curious what happens if I drive into the tornado. Is it just gonna be like a game over screen, or are we gonna actually get tossed away? I mean, I have completed this mission before, so for science and for good TikTok videos, I might as well just do that. Oh, no, almost hit something. Yeah, I can't drive. Also, imagine driving away from this and then just having like a van go straight for the tornado. They would probably think I'm crazy. Drive in, exactly. Mizov here over with like the best advice. Let's see whether we can actually like catch it. We're gonna be like one of those storm chaser people. And here we go. Are we gonna... Oh, wait, music. The music is freaking out. Give me a second. Okay, we are fine, yes. So, let's see. Is the tornado going to kind of pull us up or not? I mean, technically we have like this kind of heavy van, so we could be fine. But let's see. Well... No, oh wait, no, we got pulled. And everyone's really angry and the bus is too damaged. So it was more like a gentle bop than a friggin' explosion. But yeah, I guess we technically lost that mission, but because I finished it before, totally worth it. And the mouse is still broken, of course. But hey, we got an achievement. That is nice. Now what about the other missions? Let's check those out. Alright, there's this one where we drive a bunch of cleanup operators in hazmat suits to measure like the radiation. That's sometime after the disaster. So I think we can do this one and then maybe check out the new missions. And yeah, sometimes it says Chernobyl with like an E, sometimes it says it with an O. I think that's just how you kind of Romanize it and like write it with Latin letters. Not sure what that's all about. I checked it on like Wikipedia, how it is written, and it uses both ways, so that's a bit odd. But yeah, look at that, there's like a bunch of fog. And this looks like something straight out of these Stalker games now. I can just imagine someone looking for artifacts there. Are they gonna clean it? I mean, more like measure the radiation to figure out what's even going on. And they're basically just ordering people to go around. Not sure why they have guns. So I think we're gonna kind of skip this one. Well, the cutscene, and then just get on with the game. And as you can see, we get like a specialized bus that has a bunch of lead plates, and we also have some like fancy suit, and there's air filters on top of it. So basically everyone just did what they could. And honestly, this bus is probably gonna drive really badly because it's heavier now. But it should keep us safe. At least reasonably so, you know? And we're getting radiation. I spoke too soon. Okay, the stream is lagging a little bit. And so we're sent to pick up all of these spooky workers and to kind of drive them around. Everyone just has like some random suits, whatever they could find, I think. This is just kind of very, very spooky. I mean, come on, imagine entering a bus and seeing everyone like this. But yeah, I think we need to get going. What is weird, however, is that we still get like bus fares. I mean, I know it's just points, but it seems like these people are paying us. And yeah, someone just has a helmet. Well, maybe they don't really get out and they're just kind of tagging along. I don't know. There is radiation basically everywhere though. And what's worse, the radiation makes the stream lag. So yeah, spooky. Very, very spooky. So I guess we're really interested in driving through the radiation as quickly as we can, so the stream remains kind of going, you know? Also, what is up with, like, there still being a bunch of, like, police cars and stuff? Like, the police person doesn't even have a protective suit and he's just driving around? That doesn't seem very, nice. Also, I think I hear, like, a chopper. Can't really see anything, though. Can we overtake them, though? This bus is really, really, really struggling to go fast. So now what? I think we just drop a bunch of people off and they're gonna be picked up later by a different bus. This is honestly the same road that we already drove on before, but the vibe is completely different now. Maybe the music is a bit too cheerful as well. Oh wait, we are picking up people. So we're taking them back from, I guess, their shift and stuff. Which is not very good in case they came in contact with anything. But okay, that's everyone, right? So now I guess we just follow the road to the next place. I think Kopachi is like a village, maybe? So we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see. Oh, nope, no. This one almost drove off the road. Maybe the truck drivers are as bad as I am. Can Can we overtake them? Surely there's no one in the oncoming lane. Nope, nope, seems safe. It is still interesting that we only see police cars and some of those trucks. So there's like no civilian traffic anymore. Because everything should have been like evacuated and stuff. Oh, that's like an ambulance, I think. So yeah, some of those as well. Kind of really creepy, to be honest. Anomaly. I mean, I played Stallcraft yesterday, which admittedly is a really lovely game, and it tries to be like a combination of Stalker and Minecraft, even though the art style is like a little bit weird. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like anomalies or something in this game as an Easter egg as well. Or just like mutants or something vibing. But I do think this game tries to be a little bit more serious, so perhaps not. I don't know whether there are mods for it though. That's a lot of radiation though. Make the bus fly, exactly. Just driving around like stalkers. Or some of the, I wonder what the factions in the Stalker game. There was Duty, there was Freedom, and Monolith, and stuff, like driving a bunch of those people around. Because if there's like free mode in the game, I could totally see someone making a mod like that. And again, it's also a little bit weird that in these Stalker games, you don't really have like vehicles. You don't have cars and like buses and other stuff. Although there are mods for that. It was always a little bit odd that they never tried making something like that. And yes, when we get like radiation, when we drive near an irradiated place, that's when we get some static on the screen and you can hear like the Geiger counter thingy. Now it shouldn't be too bad because we have, I guess, lead lining and air filters, but there's only so much those can do. Why are some people in like full hazmat suits and others are just like wearing a, well, basically nothing, just a regular outfit? That can be good. And we are actually behind schedule, so we're gonna need to drive a bit faster now. Oh wait, we're supposed to head the opposite direction. So I guess we're gonna try to turn around. Hey, no, don't take points away. I did not hit that truck. The truck hit me. Rude. Honestly, traffic accidents here would be like the worst thing ever. And yeah, I don't really know about them going home after this. You know, historically it was just a massive mess. Oof. But hey, it's curious that the developers decided to explore something like this. This is surely way different from most of the simulation games out there. That's also why Derail Valley was such an interesting game, and I hope we get more games like that. I do think there was actually one about like plane crashes, where you're kind of in a plane that goes into a storm and you have to kind of save it. Don't remember what it was called. I don't think it's out yet, but I did see the trailer and that looked very interesting. Also the Truck Mechanic Dangerous Roads game. I really want to check that one out if I ever have like a better computer and can actually stream it. I mean, I guess I could drop the game resolution because I stream at 720p and locally have it running at 1080. But it would look a little bit weird on the monitor, I think. Just because of how like monitors work. Plus, if I alt-tabbed out of it, I think most games on Windows still have that weird thing where the screen flashes for a bit, and that's just a little bit annoying, you know? Modern video games be like that. Now from what I know, some games actually have like a dynamic resolution option, so like Cyberpunk and some others I think. But those are still kind of few and far between. So who knows, right? Maybe I'll be able to stream fancy games, maybe I won't. The computer is really struggling though. At least we get like stable 50 FPS like locally. This is actually quite the distance we're traveling though. It's a bit odd that we get like some random spots of radiation and then other places are seemingly completely okay. I'm not sure whether that's how it would have worked, although I've heard that like large metallic objects might be problematic. I don't know. Okay, can we overtake the truck? Should be good. I'm actually not quite sure why it is so foggy here. I mean, surely it's got nothing to do with what's in the air, right? Wait, what do you mean bus stop miss? I stopped here in time, didn't I? Game? Hello? I'm just kind of sitting there, not even holding onto the wheel. I'm just turning it with my mind. I have telekinesis powers now. This is what happens when you're like in Chernobyl. Look, I don't need to use my hands anymore. Then again, honestly, from like a game development perspective, this would be hard to animate, so I fully understand why they just kind of did the lazy thing. Okay, so a bit of a turn, and we still need to go to the village. I think the name, Lesnoy, is supposed to kind of translate to an area that's forested. So that's awfully uninventive as far as names go. But on the other hand, at least, you know, it's true and it's kind of fitting. Okay, here we are. Struggling to go uphill a little bit. Maybe that's because of how heavy this thing now is. It's so weird to think that just a few missions ago we were transporting regular people who were just going on about their like daily business and stuff. Okay, so I think this is kind of it. We just need that one more stop and then the mission is done. I wonder what the next ones are gonna be. I think I'll go with the southern China missions. And maybe then play another one of these. And then check out the free mode. Why are we struggling to drive so much? Hello? Do I have the parking brake on? No, I don't. The bus is just struggling straight up. And yeah, the maps are actually somewhat big, if not to say huge, which is nice, you know? Lots of places to visit. I'm super curious about the bus upgrades though, the stuff that we're supposedly unlocking. I would like to check out those in the free mode, whether we can like customize the bus or anything. Because as far as I can tell, this game is still kind of in development. It's still receiving new features and updates and stuff. So we might get more stuff in the future. I could really use like a stream bot that drops a link to the game, like the Steam page in the comments, because right now this game, Bus World, is on sale. I think you can get it for like 40% off on Steam. This is a long mission though. There's also like a locked camera, which I guess can be nice in some cases. But honestly, driving the bus in first person just gives you a little bit of a better view of everything. I think this is it though, for the mission. There we go. Apparently we got dinged some points because that rude truck just straight up smashed into our side. What is a total mess though, is that if we repeat a mission again, we get less points for it. Which means... oh wait, I can't continue. Which means that we have to do the missions well the first time, if we can do that at all. Okay, so let's play this one, I think. Tourists? Yes, yes. So if we do a mission badly, we won't get as many points, ever. Which is a little bit odd, because if you wanted like good ratings in every mission and all of the unlocks, you would have to either redo the mission the first time, like if you don't get many points, or I guess reset the whole campaign and do the same again. Oh hey, this time we get like a huge bus. Nice. Well, maybe a bit less nice, considering that this one could probably get stuck on the terrain. It does look awfully like low. So let's see about that. That's a lot of tourists though. Also, someone's just loudly arguing on the phone with someone. Imagine standing in line to get on the bus and there's someone just shouting on a phone. Still shouting as he gets in the bus. But hey, you know, who am I to judge? Maybe he's having like an important conversation. Someone's having a good day. Some of these animations are nice. You know, we could try to follow the road traffic rules for once. Although it seems like there's a bit of a traffic jam going on. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to ignore the rules because it seems like the AI got stuck in the intersection. Also, this setting and all of these like huts and the people and everything, it does kind of remind me of the first Far Cry game, which also had this kind of tropical setting going on, and it's very interesting to see that years later, I guess a smaller studio can make an indie game that's like a AAA game from years ago. Like engines like Unity and Unreal and even Godot. Oh, no, okay. Game engines like the ones I just named before that rude person cut me off, they make that sort of stuff possible. And that's just kind of cool to see. Now, the optimization of the games, that's still kind of a thing that needs some, like, attention. But the indie games just coming out as many as they are now, I think that definitely has something to do with how many good tools and art assets and, you know, other stuff we can get nowadays. You know, I think once I have more free time, like after quitting the current job, I am definitely gonna do more game development streams. I might not actually release my own game, but it's still going to be a very, very nice learning experience. Also, something kind of fun and a little bit scary, apart from my driving skills, is the fact that I've actually sat in a bus like this on kind of a tourist trip on roads that were even more narrow and basically went up a huge hill. And it was very interesting to see the bus driver just nonchalantly drive around in a place that felt very dangerous in a huge, huge bus. I don't know, IRL, it hits different. Even though it shouldn't be like a big deal. But once you're behind the wheel, like in a game at least, it feels way more controllable for some reason. Like if I sat in the back of the bus myself, I would be heckin' scared right now. But like, let's actually check that out. What would this be? Okay, let's see for that spooky experience, right? If I was sitting here, I would be basically trying not to freak out. But the bus drivers, yeah, as you say, Minzav, they're probably used to it, more or less. Well, apart from me, because I can't even read the road signs. I just won my bus driver license in a lottery. Or maybe I'm just kind of standing in for my cousin who is sick. And so I kind of just got in the bus and no one's asking any questions. Now, I do hope we won't be late for the waterfall though, because we are still technically running on a schedule. On the bright side, I have ran into no cars, so I might actually get a good rating for this mission. Provided I don't screw up really badly along the way. Okay, so there's some sort of a warning sign. Perhaps indicating that buses as big as this are probably not supposed to go here. But that's what the GPS tells us that we're supposed to do, so who knows? I do kind of like how the driving feels though. It's very smooth and has that sense of weight. You know, like you're actually driving a heavy bus. Okay, I think this is the part where you can kind of get stuck if you're not careful. Because the bus has a very low wheelbase. So we're gonna have to be kind of careful here. Maybe avoid like all the bumps in the road if we can. And just kind of try to push through everything else. I don't actually know whether buses are like rear wheel drive or what. Never thought about that. Okay, kind of just go up here, I think. Why are we stopping? Okay, the wheels are still in contact with the ground, that is good. And there's a bunch of goats and stuff. Okay, fine. Still going forwards, but you can tell that this sort of bus really isn't meant for this place. Oh, and there's a bridge. Are we supposed to go over the... Okay, it says that we shouldn't go here. And I just hit the little planks. Look at how low we are. Ah, this can't be good. The physics are probably gonna freak out, aren't they? Okay, yeah, listen, if I'm the bus driver, no matter how used I am to these roads, there's no way I would want to drive here. It's literally a bunch of planks. And the passengers are unsatisfied with my driving and want their money back. Oh no. Darn it. Listen, honestly, if I could, I would ask for my own money back, okay? As the driver. It's just such a trippy place to drive in. I think we're gonna need to do everything again, though. And maybe try to drive a bit more slowly? So the passengers don't, like, freak out and stuff, right? That was kind of a long mission, though. So this could be a little bit annoying if we screw up again. But you know, let's do our best. And I think the person who was chatting on the phone is back again. Oh, there's another one. So I guess every person wearing that hat is just gonna be in a loud phone argument, because why not? Okay, but that is everyone, I think, so we can kind of get going. Not sure about, like, the internal camera. Oh yeah, there's, like, the interior one. Not sure whether I'm really gonna use it. That's fine, I think. Let's do our best. No traffic jam this time, and almost hit that little thing. Oh, that is so close. Why are we that close? That could be like a commercial for bus brakes or whatever they have, right? That was a yellow light. We kind of ran that. We are fine. We don't care. We're a bus. We are bussing today. Also, yeah, there are gas stations on the map. You can use those in the free mode to refuel. We are going to be checking the free mode out, I think after either this mission or the next Soviet one. Okay, how do I blow the horn? Surely there's a button for the horn. Oh, the AI almost ran into each other there. I kind of feel that our, like, tourism firm is a little bit shady. If we're driving a huge bus like this in places where it really shouldn't go. Like, maybe we've done that a million times before, or perhaps we're kind of just trying to find some quick routes that perhaps aren't awfully safe. It certainly feels that way. Then again, you know, if there's not like a proper bridge built yet, then what else are we supposed to do, right? Although maybe they could have just like given us the tiny bus for a mission like this. That would probably be safer, you know? Okay, that car is driving to the side. They are used to it and they built a dam. I mean, the mission said that we're bringing a bunch of people to build a bridge instead of a dam. But then again, it feels like if that's the bridge they built, they did a really bad job at it. They were just like, oh yeah, this bus driver, such an uncomfy ride. We're gonna build the worst bridge ever. And so maybe we are to blame for that bridge being as it is. And it's still kind of cool that if it's like the same bridge, then in one mission we bring people to build the bridge and the next mission we kind of use it. That is kind of cool game design. Much like in the Soviet missions, in one you're kind of just bringing people to work, and in the next one you're dealing with, well, you know, the disaster. No, that is actually the bridge they built. So basically what I can tell they did is they placed all of the metal bits properly, but the stuff that's actually supposed to cover it, they just threw a bunch of wood planks on it. And people just have to do the rest themselves. Maybe they ran out of materials, who knows? Okay, we are still kind of short on time. We're gonna need to hurry. Oh, and that architecture you're saying is very Asian. I'm not sure about bridges. Like, are there certain ways how nations build bridges? Because I've seen that every single bridge feels a little bit unique. I guess it's because those fancy architects really like kind of making each one their own thing, so they're like recognizable. But who knows, right? Okay, that's a bunch of trash just laying around. That's a little bit rude. But either way, this oh wait, why are people so angry? What the hell? Like, if we look up, we can see that they're very upset. Is that because we're driving too fast? No, it's still going up. Why? What's so wrong? Maybe they really don't like quick turns and me driving fast on this kind of road? Honestly, I really don't know. I might need to pull over for a minute and let them kind of calm down. Maybe they're upset about the local roads that aren't the best quality. I mean, like right now, they feel fine. Maybe that's because this is like an asphalt road. So all of a sudden, the game is kind of about finding balance between, I guess, driving quickly and, well, driving quickly and keeping people satisfied. Because if you drive too quickly, people might want to leave, and that's bad. That's an interesting mechanic, actually. I don't think the game explains it very well, but it's nice that it's there. So let's just be careful this time. We don't need to rush. So here we are, and heading towards that evil, evil, evil bridge. Alright, we need to go up the hill. Okay, here's hoping we don't get stuck. Like, seriously, this is spooky. The bus is basically stopping. Not very good. Also, look at those animals. They're just kind of vibing there. That is cool. Oh yes, people definitely don't like the bumps here. Then again, you are the tourists. You chose to come to a place like this. So surely you know what to expect. Okay, although honestly, personally, I really would never have expected to have to drive on a bridge like this. I mean, really, look. It doesn't seem like there's very much covering the bottom at all. Like, look at this. There's just a bunch of wooden planks. And there's literally nothing below those. That's a long way down. I really don't want to be driving here. That is just very spooky. No matter how you look at it. Imagine this being the best they could build. Like, the mission where we oh no. Oh no. Wait, no, I'm not stuck yet. I can still fix this. Reverse. Oh no, I am stuck. My wheels are literally off. Oh no, I am pushing ahead. I can do this, maybe. Maybe. Oh, come on. Darn it. Tow truck is gonna bring me to the nearest safe point. 50 points. Well, that's actually not that bad. We just need to kind of hurry so we're not too late. But we can still do this, probably. If we are very, very, very careful. 50 points isn't that bad. Oh, I don't feel good about driving here, though. I really don't feel good about driving here. And neither do the people. I have no idea who thought that this would be a good idea, though. Very safe, very human. I mean, honestly, even if I had to just walk over a bridge like this on my foot, I would probably not do it. No joke, like, what the hell is this bridge? Who thought that this is fine? I bet all these people are scared out of their minds after having gone over it in one direction. Just no one's on their phone. Everyone's just like, oh hey, I would really like to go home now. But hey, on the bright side, we are on schedule. And the next stop is going to a cave. Wait, do you mean to tell me I have to go over the bridge in the other direction? Oh no. We have to go back over the same bridge. Pain. Why is the game this evil? round 2. I mean, yes, basically just that. Whew, okay, let's do this. Surely this will not be scary or anything. We can do this. It is really nice that the game at least gives you the tow truck thingy. So if you get stuck, you can just kind of call it and, you know, get saved. So that is nice. What is not nice is everything else. So we're probably gonna want to line up with the bridge and then just kind of go. And people already don't like it. This is not very... Oh, no, we are stuck. We are kind of stuck. We can still back out of it. We are gonna do fine. And also my doggo is coming here and asking for some attention in the middle of the stream. At least the bus driver doesn't have to worry about that. One of these days I will need to show like dog pictures or something because they are really lovely pets. But okay, this time I guess we're gonna make it over it without too many issues. As long as we are very, very careful about this thing. Somehow. We can just kind of speed over it. And hope that no one's too, like, angry about it. Well, there we go, we got this far. And I just kind of need to drive carefully so people calm down a little bit. And realize that we're still kind of, like, safe. But yeah, honestly, this game is nice. I haven't seen any other games attempt to do stuff like this, and it's nice that some developer finally did a simulation game that feels dangerous, you know? I really hope that this is not like based on real life. Like the developer went on a vacation and they saw a bridge like that and they're like, yes, that's gonna be our simulation / horror game now. I do think we're gonna try to play some of the free mode after this mission, and then we can wrap up the stream. I think it's almost been 2 hours. I did actually play Stallcraft yesterday for 3, but I don't think my throat is really meant for that because I'm kind of chatty. I talk a lot during stream. Oh hey, there's a van. Apparently there are other vehicles out there also carrying a bunch of passengers. I haven't seen another bus though. I just really hope that we can finish the mission without further incidents. Because restarting now would just be pain. But hey, once we're back on like a decent road, all of a sudden driving becomes safe. Nice. Some like weird roundabout thingy or something up ahead. Like a little junction. Oh, so it's like an overpass, I think. So we're gonna need to go down now. Just have to be a bit careful about that. People are a bit angry, but that is fine. I do think we're bringing them to like caves, which is nice. Yeah, we still have some time for that. Like a few minutes to navigate the mountain roads. Oh, and there's a truck that stopped. Village. It's always nice when games make locations like this feel like they're kind of lived in. You know, a few village buildings thrown around the place. Some like barrels or crates or whatever, some boats. Maybe even a car that's just stopped and someone's vibing. That's kind of nice. I do wonder how much of the VOD is going to be muted because of copyrights though. Because of the music. Even though it's not very loud, I still feel like Twitch might choose to, you know, mute bits. Oh, no, brakes. I guess this is why you're supposed to keep a bit of a distance between your kind of car and the one in front of you. In case people decide to just randomly brake in the middle of a road. Ah, it's good that we have that distance though. But yeah, now we have no one in front of us and we can drive as fast as we want. As long as people don't mind, of course. And I don't like tip the bus over. Or drive off a road. Pain. I wonder how the missions are timed, though. Like how the developer decided on how much time you should have between the different points to stop on the map. Maybe they just kind of drove through them themselves and timed them. That's what I would probably do, instead of like trying to calculate stuff. Oh, people don't really like these turns. But we are still fine. They're not too angry. Okay, just a turn. Oh, and they apparently don't like when we drive off the road, like when there's gravel and stuff. That's useful to know. We're gonna be a little bit ahead of schedule though, so that's fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh, maybe they also don't like when we drive in the opposite lane? Even though with how huge our bus is, that's probably a little bit unavoidable. Either way, I think we are good here. There we go. And we can let everyone off. So somehow we survived that little bridge crossing over there. And a gold star. Even though we had to call in the tow truck, seems like it wasn't too bad. And this time, because we are doing this mission the first time, we get a whole bunch of experience. No unlocks as of yet, though. And what about the next missions, though? Oh, there's like a rockfall one. And I do think the rewards we get we can use in the free mode, perhaps? I don't think it tells us what we already have, though. Like the unlocks. What about this one? Backup bus. I do think we're gonna go for free mode in the China map. do we get to like customize the bus though? I don't think we do. We just have to take what's given? Or how does this work? Maybe we oh, wait, no, we get like a garage. Hey, that is nice. Wait, is that like the Soviet bus though? Wait, why are my controls still screwed up? Okay, I think the game is perhaps a little bit scuffed. So here's an idea. I will take a break for a few minutes. I'll get something to drink and probably restart the game so everything actually works fine. So I guess I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I am back from the break and I will start the game back up. It's just gonna take a second, hopefully. So from what I can tell, sometimes the game just kind of loses your cursor and then you can't really interact with all of the menus. Now what is interesting though is that it seems like in this mode you basically get access to all of the buses that you have unlocked. And that means that there are some that we could still get. Oh, also I got some like water because it felt like making tea would take a little bit of time. But yeah, there's like the bus that we played in the China missions before. But I also seemingly have access to kind of the Soviet ones. And like there's different kinds, even though they are kind of similar, I guess. And we could also get like bigger ones if we wanted to, but we don't have them unlocked yet. So in other words, I would need to finish the other scenarios and then I could get on with these. So there's the huge tourist one that we just used. And there's apparently some other ones as well. Interesting. So, in other words, there's quite the amount of variety. I do think that we are just gonna take the Soviet one for now. Also, we can kind of customize them. I don't really think it does much per se, but it's nice to have the option, I guess. Also, don't really know what this one does. Oh, it changes the color scheme. And this is called OSB Vostok. Okay, yes, so I think we're gonna drive this one. Not sure whether we can... Oh, we can change the time of day, I think. Nice. And I don't think I can change the garage yet. Maybe that's something I need to unlock. The loading screen said that there's like 3 different garages. Oh wait, no. There's also different routes. Okay, and I can create my own apparently. So harbor, factory, various other places, cave. And there's like a circular route. I wonder whether these give me the points for actually progressing and getting more unlocks, instead of just the story missions. So I think I'll take the factory route and just see what it's like. Okay, so here we are. We are in China now, but with the kind of Soviet-looking bus. Very little in the way of people who want to get in, though. Are you coming? No. Now, we still have the times that we need to fit within. And apparently we need to manage fuel as well. Although I can't quite tell which of the various dials, like on the dashboard, is fuel. And we just ran a red light. Of course we did. But hey, this feels like it kind of makes the game a little bit more like replayable. When you can just pick any of the buses and do your like own missions. Although I don't think you can have natural disasters in these. Like rock slides and stuff. Or maybe you can and I just haven't like unlocked them as an option. I am still in the red though. Seems like there aren't that many people who want to go anywhere for now. Okay, so, yeah. I feel like this is probably kind of a chill way to play the game. So instead of just the natural disasters and like radiation and whatever, you can also just pick a map and do your thing. And there are still some atmospheric elements like broken down cars and other stuff. I kind of like it. Now, apart from the fact that I'm basically broke right now, just because I ran one red light. Okay. Well, are you... Oh, some people are getting off. I don't get money for that, though. Only for people getting in. But yeah, I got this. No more shady bridges. No more other weirdness. Just some coffee bus driving. I don't think I'm like too far ahead of the schedule or anything. So this will probably be fine. Let's hope we don't run into any cars then. I think I will complete this route and then wrap up the stream. But to be honest, I'm very curious to see what the other missions in the game are gonna be like. So like, what other events and vehicles are we gonna see, and what are we gonna do with them? Oh, and we just have like 3 more stops, and I think then we're done with this. So the routes are, I guess, nice. There's a few presets, you can create your own, but they're not awfully long either. Of course, I can still fail if I drive too quickly on the bumpy roads, or maybe pick a bus that has a lot of trouble going uphill. That could definitely also be a thing. Okay, so far, so good. What about fuel though? I really have no idea how much fuel I actually have. Hello? Game? This actually kind of reminds me of the Motor Town Behind the Wheel game, which is another one where you could also do some like bus routes and also drive around with various cargo and so on. Although this one looks way more realistic. Although I have to admit that the sense of like the vehicles felt interesting in both of those. There's just something nice about games that have vehicles that handle like they have weight to them. Like there's an actual suspension and so on. For a counterexample of this, you can just look at something like Far Cry 2, which is a lovely and atmospheric game, but the driving in that game is absolutely horrible, for lack of a better word. Apparently there's down 3. That's fine, we're just gonna drive around. Blasting Polish music in southern China while driving what I assume is either a Ukrainian or just some like Soviet bus is surely one of the experiences that are a thing. But you know what? Why not? If it works, it works. But imagine having a road like this with like no railings though. That's not awfully safe now, is it? It's just asking for trouble. And they decide to put the railings on, but not like in the turn, but in a safe area that's like a bit of a straight. Now we are kind of running behind schedule, or at least we will in a second. So yeah, we might need to hurry a little bit. And again, how far is... yeah, the stop is around the corner, so we could do it. Just need to hurry a little bit, and we're gonna be fine. Oh, there we go. Actually right on time. I'm not quite certain how the developers managed to have 2 regions in the game that feel so like different, like setting-wise, and also so many different vehicles. That seems like a lot of work, you know. there's a little bit of an accident going on. Wait, where am I supposed to go now? It doesn't give me, like, directions. Game? Oh, wait, no, it does. The GPS is just broken. But you know what? There's a garage up there. Might as well. Wait, maybe that thing on the top is the fuel. So we have about a half of a tank, I think? I don't know. But here we go, we're supposed to just kind of drop them off at the factory. Unless we get hit. Okay, can we back up a little bit? That's rude. That person just drove on the whole road as if it's for themselves. Sadly, we would get dinged a bunch of points if we just pushed through, so I can't do that. Here we are, just like the last stop, and then the route is done. So how does this work? Does it just like complete like a regular mission, or are we free to go elsewhere? Oh no, it's like a regular mission. We do get very little experience for the free mode, right? So if we want unlockables, we would need to play kind of the main modes. Oh wait, no, we can drive around if we want. That's kind of nice. So what, we just go to the garage and pick a new route? Is that it? Oh right, and it also tells us our fuel right now, like here. And I can pick different routes based on the garage that I am in. You know, that is kind of nice. I like this game. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but personally, I rather enjoy it. So yeah, this has been Bus World. I do think that I will wrap up the stream now. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you liked having a look at this indie game. I will maybe stream a bit more of it, like the different missions, later, or maybe some of the free mode. But for now, thanks for dropping by, and I hope you have a nice day. See you in another stream or video, and bye!